Hi everyone. Welcome to our video on our Value Values worksheet, which is the first exercise we take our clients through in our Value Definer workshop. So what we're going to do today is we're going to define the value that our customers see in us, in our business, and the work we provide, and our values. The thing that actually enables us, gives us the ability, the capability to deliver that value and what's truly most important to us. And we're going to combine those elements into a powerful statement that can form the backbone of your marketing messaging. So we're about to jump in and I'm going to take Leah through this exercise. Of course, she's very familiar with it and has taken many of our clients through it before, but to give you a real example of how this works, I'm going to take Leah through the exercise using her and Kelford Inc, our business, as our example.
So what you want to do is grab a piece of paper or open up a text editor, and you're going to write a couple things down because you're going through this with me. On one side of the page, you want to write the word value, and you're going to have 3 lines available underneath that where we're going to fill in some blanks. On the other side of the page, or down below if that's your preference, you're going to write the word values, and that is a plural with an S at the end. Again, 3 lines underneath that, and we're going to start filling things in, and we'll get to the magic sentence at the end.
So, under value, we're going to go to our first item, and we're going to write down a compliment, praise, testimonial that you get, that you kind of dismiss, or that you get so commonly it's not interesting to you anymore and you kind of ignore it. Or occasionally it might be the type of compliment that you get and go, was that really a compliment? Or was that really what's most important about me and my work? I am confident you have an answer to this question. Every entrepreneur we've ever talked to has the compliments they get, and then in a second we'll get to the compliments they wish they got. What's the first compliment you tend to get that came up in your mind when we said that?
She's so responsive.
So responsive.
Responsive. Yes,
Click on email.
I sit waiting for your email to arrive.
So people say you're super responsive. Okay.
Responsive. That is my number 1.
What about you? What about you at home? What's a compliment you get that you would prefer maybe you got something else, something better, something that spoke to your values a little more clearly? Because now we're going to jump over to the values column. And Leah's going to write in a compliment, praise, testimonial that you wish you got more often. That would be nicer to hear, perhaps, from people.
For clarification for those at home and for myself in this very moment, because I felt my brain click over, am I doing this in contrast to responsive specifically, or am I opening this up to kind of anything?
What you'll probably notice is that these things end up relating to each other because this is the latent space in your brain that has been primed for this exercise. Is now you're playing in the space of things you get and things you want. You might find they're connected, but no.
It doesn't happen.
If something immediately jumps to mind that is clearer, write that down instead.
I wish more people noted the intellect and insight that I am able to bring to the conversation without an upward inflection at the end, like they were surprised.
So smart.
So that's how it comes. And it's weird, folks.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What's yours? I am confident, again, you've got one that even when you do hear it, it doesn't come with the same type of sentiment or tone that you might have wished for. All right, now we're going to jump back over to the value column. What's another compliment, praise you get? Oh, you're already writing.
I'm in it.
You got it. Great energy. Yes.
It's like, I don't know what my typing face looks like, but it's positive and great energy. And these are compliments. They come in the form of compliments, they come in the form of praise, and they come in the form of testimonials from clients as well. And in this case, I don't mind. I actually quite enjoy this. But it doesn't speak to something kind of in a bigger impact scale, and it feels wonderfully personal.
And what I think you might be identifying already, and I think what folks at home might be identifying too, is that the left side column, well, this could be anybody. Anybody can be responsive. Anybody can be cheerful and have great energy. But what are you?
Yeah.
Let's do another values. What's something that is specific to you and what you care about?
Mine is taking that positive, great energy and really bringing it into the forever in your corner. There's never a time where it's too late to follow up, touch base, or ask a question.
Yep. Let's put forever in your corner. You wish people noticed that.
I wish people noticed that more and took advantage of it more. Yep. I'm still there. I'm following all your LinkedIn posts.
Yes. Whether you like it or not.
Cheering you on.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. What's yours at home? What have you written down? What is the values that you hold that help you create that value for your clients, which they're noticing? All right, let's do one more each. What's another compliment you get that is fine?
I feel like it's like Leah's very on top of things,
Ooh.
which is like it's
Like
a little
organized.
different from it is.
Yeah.
It's in the great organizational.
Yeah.
Organized and capable.
Yeah. Organized. Yeah.
Seem
Okay.
very capable. Again, lovely compliment. I
The
value and
opposite
work.
would be worse.
The opposite would be so much worse, and I put a lot of work into being a capable person. But it just kind of it's a compliment that lands with a bit of a thud.
Okay.
So
What compliment would land a little more heartwarmingly?
it's in that space of like I worked with them and now it works and they're like jazzed to do it. Which kind of
I
like
love
bundles
that.
everything
So
up. Like
you're-
it's the dream it's the dream testimonial for any person. That it works.
Is the word motivating? in
It's
there?
motivating, I feel
Motivating for the long term? What are you feeling?
motivating and manageable.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. Like that testimony, that praise is that was able to get it done because at the end of the day, what I want is for a client to be able to take the work and run with it.
Yeah.
Like that's what drives me forward to keep doing this work.
That's
Surprisingly
the
not
energy.
great energy, but what manifests
But
is great energy.
one would argue, I would argue, that it's these values on the right side that allow you to do the work and deliver the value that other people are noticing. And I'll say it the same is true for you at home. What you wrote down on the right side under values, that's what lets you do the work other people notice. What we want to do now, though, is create a way of expressing that, of talking about that, of demonstrating that, such that your clients understand what supports your value so that they see it as being extra valuable. In fact, so that they see you as the only credible provider in your space because they know what backs up your work. They know what's behind it. We've got to remove one of the items from each side.
Interesting.
Here's why. I've noticed in all of the clients we run this exercise through, and frankly, many exercises like it, we have a tendency to have one or two items that just don't fit the rest. We have a very good, very positive tendency to try to be very broad when we categorize things, to make sure everything is fitting in and that we're capturing every detail. And that's the enemy of focus and of having a clear message. So what you're going to do and what you're going to do is remove one item from each side that just doesn't fit with the rest.
Yeah, okay, I already know which one this is. Responsive is gone, table stakes. And not the testimonial that's going to win people over. And I really like
It's that top one. You're
it's
so right,
smart
though.
and insightful. It's a little selfish.
Here's what I argue as well.
And also a little bit of table stakes.
And could be anybody.
Could be anybody.
If the opposite is not good, it's probably not a good point to include.
But what I'm feeling in my heart of hearts right now is it could be the smartest plan in the world. If you aren't motivated and able to do it, it's a moot point.
Yeah. All right. Did you remove one from each side? Which one didn't fit? Which one were you stretching a little too much to make a good set? We want it to be focused. We want these to have something in common. So now we're at the magic sentence.
Okay, the magic sentence that you get to have, and I get excited because I move into tactics quick. This is where we get to. If you like, insert the value. So what you're going to do is take the two items you have listed under your value column and kind of morph them in together. What is the sentiment here in those specific words used by other people, not you? I trip up on this a lot and try to make it.
If it's not a compliment you've heard, it cannot be written down.
Then you'll love insert your values. Same practical exercise. Take the two, morph them into your words. You'll love this. And then the second part is it'll help you. You have to add the result of the value that a client or peer experiences from working with you by letting you, and then you add the result of the values. So we get out of just parroting back what people have said to us and what our heart desires, but actually underpin that with the practical thing that actually happens, because that is the demonstration of your value. My magic sentence will be, if you like, so I've got positive, great energy, organized, and capable in here. So if you like, how would you...
Oh, for me, I would say...
How should I be summing this up? Because I got 4 great words here.
If you love great, organized energy. I mean, and who doesn't?
I mean, really, it's true.
That's what you would want.
But specifically, someone who doesn't like that is not gonna like working with me.
I would also, and what we would find is that some people don't want this type of energy. You're right.
Yeah,
Some people
not
aren't
right for
putting the
them.
highest priority on organization. It's true. But what you'll probably notice is that great organized energy, like you said, it's probably table stakes. And I suspect that what you've written down for yours feels a little like table stakes as well. But this isn't unique. It's not me. It's true. We're going to write what's unique about you.
Yeah. So forever in your corner, motivating and manageable work are the values that underpin this energy and organization that I'm able to have. So you'll love, can I just put in those values, or should I be massaging this into something a little
I
more succinct?
like thinking about how would I express this to another person in a very short, how can we compress all of the sentiment and feeling into its minimum viable language? So I would put here endless motivation.
Ooh. Live typing is a terrifying thing, folks. All right, so we've got that. So now we get into the actual output, the demonstration of both the value and the value. So it will help you, and this is where you add in the results of the value. So what is the result, the output of great organized energy?
Why do people value that? Why does it matter?
It makes the work enjoyable. When the work is a bit of a slog, when the work is scary, when the work is long, the great organized means that it's all there and you know what to do, and there's a confidence and capability just kind of built into it. Like, you can get started and keep going.
All right. It'll help you enjoy the work. All right.
By
now
letting
what's
you,
the
so
result?
this is the, by getting started confidently and being able to keep going.
Get started.
And keep going.
All right.
So there we go.
So now what you can see is that if Leah gets lots of compliments about she's got so much energy, she's so organized, she gets, great at detail, great at getting things done, which is
It's lovely.
lovely. And it would be really bad if none of those things were true. But it doesn't feel motivating or inspiring to you. That's just the work. That's just the day-to-day.
How I do.
What inspires you, what motivates you, what gets you capable of doing that other stuff is what you hold in your heart as your values. And this whole exercise is about giving you some language and some ways to talk about what matters to you so that you're able to deliver that value to your clients. What Leah's now able to do is the next time you write a LinkedIn post, you run into someone at a networking event and they ask you that generic question of what do you do? What's your company do? What's unique and different? Leah can say something like, well, I give people great organized energy so that they have endless motivation to get the work done. That means they actually enjoy doing the work, which means they get started confidently and then have the motivation to keep going.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool and a lot different than I run a marketing company. And the question becomes, what's the magic in your work? What magical combination sentence did you come up with based on this exercise? Tell us in the comments, send us an email, and visit kelfordinc.com/events to find out more about our upcoming workshop so that you can actually work through this with us and we can give you valuable coaching along the way. Talk to you soon.
Take care.